everybody and welcome back to Dragon Babble. Today I want to share with you a project which I have worked on during this whole pandemic, lockdown, quarantine, COVID-19 mess that the world's in. So we have a shed that we basically was just using for storage of things, some stuff we needed and some stuff I don't even think we realised we had. It was just one of those rooms where you just throw everything in and it became a mess. And I thought it was quite a big space to be using just to store stuff that we didn't know what it was. It originally was an aviary we built. We had part of a shed and then we built extra because I used to have 3 birds, and so we built them as aviary outside, but then they didn't even really use the outside bit, and they just preferred it in the house. So we took them back in the house and turned it into an actual shed. But it's quite a big space. So I decided during this quarantine to turn it into a office, writing space, art studio thing. I'd recently started painting. I can't draw, I'm not very good at drawing, I'm trying to get better, but I haven't really painted before, and I don't know why just last year I decided to just give it a go. I think I just watched too many Bob Ross tutorials that I was like, I can do this, it'll be fine. But naturally I live at home with my parents and they didn't really want me painting in the house. So I'd have to wait for like a dry day to do it outside, and then also that would get quite cold. It's Britain after all, so it's pretty cold to do that. So I thought, let's change the shed into that and I can mess it up however I want. Although now I've done it, I kind of don't want to mess it up, but it's fine. So, as you can see, I mean, it isn't the greatest background yet for videos, but that's not really why I did it. So this is my shed. So to start with, we had to clear out the entire shed, and me and my mum organised the other part of the shed so we could fit what we needed in there, and that actually went more smoothly than I thought it was going to be, because there ended up being a lot of stuff we needed to keep, so that was, yes, interesting. Then the problem started. So the wall was basically just made up of old wooden boards and just different types of wood that we had left over from another project in the garden, or just scraps we could get, basically. It wasn't an expensive build, this shed. So there was like the tape that you see that holds it together, like the joins, and also just cracks, and it just wasn't like a great wall. And I thought it would be fine if we tried to plaster it, because we'd had a go, the one section, me and my dad had a go, but we tried to completely plaster it, so that worked out well. That was ages ago, we did that months ago. But I thought, well, we just need to skim over the bits that are showing or like are slightly uneven because the boards were like this. Turns out it was really not a good idea, because I can't plaster things, and you kind of just need to do the entire wall, like you can't just skim it. I mean, maybe some people can. It didn't work, so basically did it, thought it was okay, would come back, it would peel, it would fall off. This went on for so long, like every time I tried to then, like when it finally was okay and I thought it looked okay, I would paint it and it wouldn't hold. So I would send it down, try something else. Then I literally think I ended up just trying filler. Like, what is it called? I don't know, you know, like the filler, like you get a hole in the wall of it, you can put a nail in the wall and take it out and you just put a bit of filler. I think I ended up using that stuff and that was better. But there are still lots of areas now where the paint sort of cracked a bit after putting it on, and it's not very smooth. It's not a good job, but it's fine, it's a shed. So maybe it would have been better just to leave it as it was and just have like where you can see the boards are uneven and do tape, because now it's just a mess. But it's fine. I think overall, once it's painted, it's looked okay. So then it was time to paint. When it finally took hold, it was painted, it was done, it was exciting. But that whole process just took a lot longer than you would expect. I lied to you though, before I painted, actually I cleaned the windows because they were filthy. They're still not great actually, I probably should have done them again after having done more work inside, but you could barely see through them originally. So yeah, so cleaning the windows, that was gross, but also really satisfying when it's done. Also during this process, any sort of fear of spiders I had has completely gone, because I just spent most of my time carrying them out. I don't want to hurt them, but I also needed them to move, so many spiders in this room. Although now I just get loads of moths, and I really don't like moths. I know they're just like a butterfly, but they're not. They fly in your face, and I just, oh god, there's so many moths that get in here. So yes, the windows are clean, the floor is clear, the paint is done, but because of all the plastering, the floor was a mess. So I cleaned the floor, and I have a really satisfying photo of where you can see how dusty it got. And I put like cloths and everything down, but the dust just gets everywhere. But when the floor dried, and it just looked really dusty again. And I washed it, I think, 3 times using different things, and like literally just getting down and scrubbing it with a scrub brush thing. And I literally just tried to clean it 3 times, and it just kept drying, looking really dusty. I could have varnished it or done something like that, something where the floor would actually have a nice, I don't really know what I could have done. I feel like I could have wood stained it again, or I could have varnished it. I could have done different things, but by this point I think I just wanted to have this space. It was at the point in lockdown now where I just sort of wanted to try and be productive, even though building an office room is productive, but I don't know, I had it in my head that I kind of just wanted to be in it now. So I didn't do that. I used some wood wax and did that on the floors, and I think it's fine. I'm just going to get paint on it anyway, so I didn't want to put that much effort in or wait for it to dry just for me to do it again. Also, there's already paint splodges and things that are never going to come off this floor. Like, it's an old floor. So I just did a bit of wood wax, and then that's when I need to put the furniture in. So to begin with, it was very bare. It's still pretty bare now, I grant you, but I felt like that has to be all the space. But it was very bare. So I had the sofa obviously ready. We got an old pull-out table that my dad uses for his job, so I just used that and put a nice quilt over it to pretend that it was a nice desk, even though it was like wobbling. And we just put it in the mezzanine. But yes, I already had the cupboard. Like, the only new piece of furniture I've got for this room is this desk and the little table that my gran gave me. So let's show you the shed. So this is it. My dad made me this window box that I could put flowers in, which is amazing, and my grandparents gave me these 2. So we go in. Ooh. Okay, so this is my shed. So this is where we just came in. I am getting a new door. We're gonna make another one because this is very old and it lets in all the moths and spiders and cold and horrificness. But yes, I'm gonna get a new door. But yes, I've got a little shelf there. I haven't kept many books because they're just gonna go moldy. And I got my little Harry Potter. So this is my section where I keep my coats, and then I come in and I can put my shoes here and get into my slippers if I want, because I like to be cozy. And then this is kind of where I've kept all my painting stuff. So I've got my easel. That's a whiteboard I use for my writing, and I turn at the back for when I want to paint just like small things on my desk. So yeah, that's this. So the story behind this couch is we had a full couch, and we were getting rid of it because it was just old and gross, and my dog had like slobbered all over one patch. We were getting rid of it, and we could only fit half of it in the skip, so the rest of it naturally came up to the shed. So when I decided to change this into a room of space for myself, I asked if I could keep it. So it is only half a sofa, but it works. And then we have the desk, which you are on at the moment, and I'm gonna have to clean that before I show you. But yes, I love this desk. I'm hoping that this desk is gonna last me a fair few years. And then we have this section which would have a kettle, but I take it down every night. So this is just a little snack bar area, cups of teas, and that whole shebang. And then I've got this whiteboard on the wall, which I'm not going to zoom in on because I have got the beginning plot of a book, so we're not going to show you that. As you can see, I've gotten really far. I've written 3 things. So yeah, I've done a lot of reading on the sofa so far, I've done some writing on the desk, and I've done a lot of painting as well, which I need to get a lot better at, but I'm really enjoying. So I think that's it for this studio writing room tour. I hope you guys liked it. I'm sorry this is a kind of a weird video to do, but I was excited by it, so I thought I would share the process with you. Let me know what you think. And where do you guys do your like hobbies or writing or whatever it is that you enjoy doing? I hope everyone is doing okay in this lockdown. It's starting to ease now in Wales. We're a bit behind England, but that's fine for me. I'd rather be safer. So I hope everyone's doing okay. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys